Good evening, welcome to the Shea. Fireworks off the field again. There'll probably be fireworks on it. They're a little bit indisciplined, are tonight's opposition. The Dewsbury Rams have had a plethora of yellow cards already this season. And they come to the Shea having only 2 wins to the credit this season under Lee Greenwood, finding life a little bit difficult. That's plenty of experience though, with the likes of Andy Gabriel and Ben Blackmore on the wings, and Paul Sykes still plying his trade, the former England international. And the loss of Matt Garside and the continued suspension of Jacob Fairbanks means an opportunity for one of Halifax's new signings, a belated opportunity. Waited a long time to see Matty G in a blue and white shirt. James Woodburn all at full-back. Lachlan Walmsley was in a rich vein of form at one wing. Zach McComb on the other. Greg Worthington. And welcome back to Greg Worthington, who's missed the season so far with foot problems. Ben Tibbs, the other centre. Louis Jouffre and Duo Keys are the half-backs. Will Colcott, Brandon Moore and Dan Murray are the run-on forwards for Halifax. Oliver Robertson, Matty G in the second row. Adam Tangata locks up the scrum. Joe Martin, Tyzer Squaze, Kevin Laroya and Ed Barber make up the Halifax run-on 17. And they get the game underway. An opportunity to put early pressure on this Dewsbury side in their own quarter. There's been a lot of rain, so conditions will be slippy. Referee making sure Halifax are pulling back on side. And Dewsbury have got to the 30-metre line. Their side this evening, Brad Graham at full-back, Ben Blackmore and Lewis Carter on the wings. The kick downfield for Woodburn all to get Ryder and Greensmith centres. Jake Sweeting, Matty Beherrell are the centres. James Beckett, Reese Butterworth and Robson Stevens the front row. Keenan Tomlinson, Michael Knowles and Kyle Trout make up the 13. Davy Dixon, Harry Kidd, Jordan Schofield, Ross Peltier make up the 17. And Halifax are already back in the Dewsbury half of the field, looking to make it a straight 8 with a 7th Street winning run behind them. And the form teams in the championship could take them up level with York this evening as they move the ball out wide, and Halifax setting it up. And Worthington getting involved and almost getting dragged over the touchline at the far side. Eventually the referee shouts held. Pulls the Dewsbury players on side. Here comes Tangata. The referee has blown the whistle. I'm not sure he signalled the last tackle. He said it's a turnover. I'm sure that's not what Halifax wanted on the last play, but they will surrender possession in the right area of the field for them. Dewsbury trying to move it out wide, and noticeable since the football season has finished. There's a little bit more grass on the field. As Dewsbury drive it forward up towards the 40. Well, there's runners all over. And Halifax not falling for the dummy runners or the moves as they go in and make the tackle. And there again on halfway. Oh, Halifax had a magnificent victory at York on the last run out. Last tackle just inside halfway. Ball back for the kick, which Sweeting drops off the foot. Former Castleford and Featherstone starlet Jake Sweeting. Ben Tibbs takes the ball up. Dan Murray, 2 tries at York. Difficult to wipe the smile if he's facing the after-match interview. Will Colcott. Well, Butterworth went for him but needed assistance. Not big enough or strong enough to bring Colcott down on his own. Brandon May to Tangata, and Tangata again charging into that Rams defence. Got to quick play the ball away. Joe Keys will do the same, and Lachlan Walmsley is tearing down the line on that one and might still get there, will he? Well, I don't think it was Walmsley that got there, but Jouffre did. Well, the ball was skidding and slithering in the conditions, which was always going to make it difficult to make safe, but the run from Tangata again, and a quick play, very, very quick play, the ball from Tangata after he'd scattered the Dewsbury ends. Joe Keys looked like he was going for touch, caught the full-back too far forward, and Bradley couldn't clean it up. Walmsley couldn't get up quick enough, but Jouffre was still on his feet as he went for the corner, and touchdown for Halifax's first try. And a lead of in less than 5 minutes of this game gone of Halifax 4, Dewsbury Rams 0. So Joe Keys on the 20-metre line, a metre in from touch on the far side of the field. Not quite reached the target, but at 4 points to 0. Halifax have started in, well, hopefully they probably mean to go on with an early score, and Lachlan Walmsley was motoring down that far side then and would have scored had he not finished up on the floor. Jouffre has managed to keep the ball in, but at the expense of giving away a dropout under the post. Slippy conditions. As a hand up in apology. Zach McComb managing to rescue it back at the line. It was a bit risky from Jouffre. Either way, Dewsbury who got the ball. This result means that they will get it a bit further away from the line than had he knocked on and given a scrum 10 metres out from the Halifax line. Halifax charging out, pushing the man back. Conditions helping Halifax's effort to push the man back with the ball. Matty Beharrell gets the pass away. James Beckett takes it over the 20, a former Keighley and Oldham player, trying to get the move on. Beharrell gets it out wide, and there are numbers for Dewsbury, but there are more numbers for Halifax in defence on this near side as Tibbs and Tangata make the tackle, looking to keep the line intact after giving some cheap possession away. The ball comes off. Halifax player, not the best aimed, kicked, but Halifax pick it up. McComb with the first run. Tibbs coming up quick. Halifax with a penalty. The referee seeing the Dewsbury side had not retreated the required 10 metres. And Beharrell's kick off Dan Murray gave Halifax possession, and an indiscretion gave Halifax a little more distance as they're back in the Dewsbury half. Jouffre and Matty G sort of giving himself up there. Thought it was offside. Shaking his head. Well, he's been involved in training, but it's different when you're out on the pitch and it's first competitive game of the season. Waited a long time for it. Tangata takes the ball off Colcott and almost slides sideways through the Rams defence as Keys goes to the left, kicks through. Another problematic kick, problematic for Dewsbury in that they're going to have to drop out from under the post. Halifax will get the possession back and put more pressure on the Dewsbury line. And there's a lot of close passing between the forwards when they get the opportunity. That's a long kick which Jouffre takes and then gives to Murray. Murray was perhaps expecting it from the kick at the first, but Jouffre showing no problem with the hands that time as Tangata again threatens to go through the defence. Joe Keys to Jouffre. Oh, what a good ball from Jouffre. Worthington. Is it Worthington? Oliver Roberts rather, sorry, my apologies. Numbers on that far side. Can they get through? Ball's over and down over the try line. Well, that's quite an easy try really, just rolling out of the tackle. Tangata stepping again into two defenders. Again, it's a quick play of the ball. Brandon Moore out to Joe Keys. Jouffre to Roberts, and Roberts gets the pass away. Woodburn gets up and plays it. Joe Keys and Greg Worthington back in action for 11 minutes for the season so far and gets his first try. And what a relief that'll be after so long out for Worthington. Big smile on the face as he got up after scoring the try. And Greg Worthington doubles Halifax's lead to 8-0 on 11 minutes. All the changes don't seem to have upset Halifax's rhythm so far. Joe Keys has missed again from wide out on that far side. 8-0. And an opportunity for Simon Griggs to look over some of the other players before the big match against Leigh Centurions on Sunday. They of course play at Barrow on Thursday. So hoping that the 1895 Cup final, which they won on Saturday, another game on Thursday, might just take a little bit out of them, and Halifax can go in there and do as well as they did earlier in the season against Leigh. A lopsided scoreline which flattered Leigh. Roberts. Great run by Roberts. Oh, fantastic run up to the 40-metre line. I believe Oliver Roberts out of contract at Huddersfield at the end of the season. Jouffre, Tangata, good tackle from Greensmith down the short side, with Matty G being pushed towards the touchline but managing to go to ground. Colcott driving up the middle. Halifax back in the Rams 40-metre area. Keys, Jouffre, Halifax having runners there again. Woodburn all into the line. Almost every opportunity Woodburn all. They go quick from dummy half, but no advantage, not much advantage gained by Worthington, but he's still going forward, still driving the legs. It made it look a much better run. Keys gets it to Colcott on a flat pass. Last tackle. Dewsbury. So Halifax pressuring again, turning the ball over in the right area of the field as far as they're concerned, right on the Dewsbury line. And in come Halifax again in defence. And make sure Dewsbury stay as close as they can keep them to their own try line. 2 tackles gone, they're still not 10 metres away from their own line. That's Tangata, last man up from the tackle. Just managed to sneak over the 20 metre line. Halifax having a bit of trouble putting the man down there. It's another downtown kick which Woodburn will have to retreat a long way to recover, and gives it to McComb. McComb has Walmsley outside him, and well, he's got the ball away to him, but he's put Walmsley under all sorts of pressure with 3 men around him. Well, they're 8-0 up, and there's still a long way to go. You don't need to be playing dangerous football like that close to your own line. Ben Tibbs into the heart of the Rams defence and losing possession. Slippery conditions. Slippery ball, and it's slipped out the hands of Ben Tibbs as he ran it in hard to the Rams defence. So Halifax surrender possession. Harrell gets the pass away, and Halifax get in and bundle the ball carrier over the touchline. Well, nowhere for Bradley to go, nothing he could do about it. It was a strong run which threatened a little bit, but delivered nothing in the end as Halifax threw bodies into the tackle. There's a collective roar from the Halifax faithful in the stand, saying get him into touch, and they did just that. And so they'll go back centre field, and Colcott, well, that was a bit of a charge in from Michael Knowles, who a little bit rough around the edges, getting on a bit now, Knowles, but still takes no prisoners. Worthington gets up, plays the ball. Murray takes it on a further 10 metres. Sun dropping down behind the stand at the other side of the field. Not casting any shadows on the field. Brandon Moore waits patiently. Dewsbury gets the ball away to McComb, who gets to the Ben Tibbs rather, gets to the 20 metre line. Well, the crossfield kick is aimed towards Walmsley. Well, he's managed to knock it back, but only into the arms of one of the opposition defenders. And they get a quick play of the ball. And that's like Adam Ryder, who's trying to take the ball out for the Rams. Made more on one tackle there than the last 3, but then has come up with the error, Adam Ryder. Well, a fairly prolific try scorer is Ryder when he gets the opportunity. He's top try scorer in the Rams side this season so far, but he's only got 4. And in 13 games so far this season, 181 points have Dewsbury, so they've problems in attack and defence. In defence, because they've only won 2 games. Brandon Moore managed to keep hold of that, and the Dewsbury defence weren't probably just as quick as they should have been there. May cause them error if they'd have come in a bit quicker. And the referee has gone way out on the far side to pull Dewsbury for the offside again. So Halifax will be able to put more pressure on. Colcott comes inside on the drop-off ball from Joe Keys. It's turned upside down, only just about legally. Brandon Moore to Jouffre. Woodburn all into the line, but nowhere for him to go. 4 defenders around him. Michael Knowles, the last one away from him. Tangata charges the ball towards the post. Brandon Moore to Joe Keys, and Keys goes on his own. And the referee will deny Joe Keys a try, as he said he was held up over the line. Made it look easy as he went through the Dewsbury defence there, but it will go back to the 10-metre line. Colcott will take it forward. Last tackle, Jouffre with a little step and a kick through, and Biharol manages to stay in the field of play. Halifax currently the 3rd best scoring difference in the championship behind Featherstone and Leigh, which you would expect a long way behind Featherstone Leigh. Featherstone on 342, Leigh on 390, Halifax on plus 138. It's a lofty position they're not used to, because for the last few seasons it's usually been probably between -10 and +10, but some big score lines, some big wins, and some impressive rugby. We left them with a handsome scoring difference should it be required at the end of the season, and will of course go level with York with 2 points, although it'll give game in hand to the York City Knights. As long as Halifax keep winning, keep collecting the points, but it's not going to be easy on Sunday, and that's why we're hoping to get through this game unscathed against the Dewsbury Rams and pick up another 2 points. Tangata, who's tried a couple of offloads at York, not so many so far this evening. Woodburn all out to Zach McComb. McComb in at the corner. 3rd try for Halifax. And just basic rugby, backing up, good close passing. Tangata joining 3 defenders, and Dewsbury had sacked too many men on the right hand side of their defence, and it was just a question of numbers, and Halifax had them. The winger Lewis Carr was left with 2 defenders and really left in no man's land as McComb went over for a 3rd try to make it Halifax 12, Dewsbury Rams 0. Well, Joe Keys is having off night with the boot. 3 misses from 3 attempts. Halifax yet to concede. Approaching halfway in the first half, Woodburn Hall gives it to Will Colcott. He charges it out. The Dewsbury defence managed to get up into the Halifax red zone. A good chase. Woodburn Hall taking on the defence again. Taking it out of the red zone. Zach McComb. Oh, makes you wonder if Halifax need any forwards, using the backs as they have to get out this time. Now they'll go forward with the forwards, and then Jules Frey takes on the defence. Beharrell comes across and Knowles comes in as third man. A little bit of frustration, one thinks. Greensmith there as well. Woodburn Hall's off again. Look, big handoff from Woodburn Hall and Adam Ryder. And Woodburn Hall, well, just loses the ball. Was Brandon Moore obstructed there? But Woodburn Hall, give him a little bit of space, and he relishes the opportunity to run at defences. Always there or thereabouts, waiting for the ball, joining into the line whenever he can. And that, with Ryder, that's a big man to hand off. Keenan Tomlinson didn't fancy any of him neither, so Woodburn Hall kept going. The pass inside, not the best, it went forward, but Halifax looking at times to be breaking with ease through this Rams defence. And the Rams not having much to come back with out of their own defensive area. Well, they will do now, because Halifax have just gifted them a penalty. Well, just a few mistakes and a couple of penalties letting Halifax down, even though they're leading 12-0. I'm sure Simon Griggs and his coaching staff will be looking for a little more composure despite the conditions being as they are. After recent weeks playing fine weather football, and Worthington, well, just doing enough to knock the ball carrier off his stride. It looked like Tomlinson again, or the winger. Greensmith possibly. There we go. Knowles will try and drive it forward. Graham Bradley lurking about. Knowles offloads, but too late, says the referee. Had already called out, so Knowles will be forced to play the ball. Beharrell, Beckett, and Beckett, you could hear the exhalation of hair up here from Beckett then, and he was tackled, last tackle, Beharrell. And Zach McComb, well, referee wave play on. Thought he had his foot over the line, but the referee wave play on, and McComb did well to get back into the field of play. Walmsley, well, down to backs again to take the ball away. Woodburn Hall takes it up. Halifax bring off Colcott and Merritt. Put on Laroya and Guaze, and Laroya ripping into the Rams defence up to the 40-metre line. Last tackle. And Keys gets a kick away under too much pressure to get it away as a 40-20. So Brad Graham will bring it back. Oh, that's a huge error in front of the post under no pressure. And that looks like Ben Blackmore, who's he just totally lost the grip on the ball there. And has given Halifax possession back on the 20-metre line. Well, a lot more experiences, and that is Ben Blackmore. And again, I think the conditions and the fact that there's more grass on the field holding the water is not making handling too good. Woodburn Hall trying to squeeze through. and almost into the corner. Didn't risk the pass away to McComb. Brandon Moore to Tangata. He'll take the tackle again, 12 metres out from the Rams line. Keys to Guaze, and Guaze will pump the legs towards that Dewsbury Rams try line where Halifax are camped, looking for more points. Tangata trying to back his way into the defence. Halifax go left again. Keys will kick through. Oh, there's a problem there. There's going to be a try for Joe Keys because Dewsbury just couldn't handle the bounce of the ball. And Joe Keys won't be denied this time. A fourth try for Halifax. A chip through. Guaze with a strong run. And then Tangata again, making this Dewsbury defence work. Back to the left-hand side with Brandon Moore. A little kick through. And again, it's Blackmore has trouble with the conditions and the slippiness of the ball. And he gives Halifax the opportunity of another 4 points to make it Halifax 16, Dewsbury Rams 0. And Joe Keys gives the opportunity to Lewis Hugh-Frey to convert the try and take his kick tally for the season to 4. Well, this is not going to catch up with Joe Keys, that's for sure. Not in a rush, because Joe Keys has kicked 42 goals up to now, and he's now got 5 tries. And Hugh-Frey has got his 4th goal, and Halifax's first conversion to go with the opening try, which he scored for Halifax. So just over 10 minutes ago, Halifax 18 points to 0 the lead. They would have expected perhaps a little bit more than that, but everything going to plan at the moment. Another risky pass, and Walmsley's off round that far side. Ryder brings him down. Ollie Roberts, another damaging run from Roberts, pushing the defence back on his way over the 30-metre line. Brandon Moore with a one-handed pickup, looking for slow defenders, or tired defenders, not finding any. Gets to within 3 metres of halfway. Hugh-Frey to Guaze, and Guaze into the waiting arms of Jordan Schofield, who's just come on with Harry Kidd for the Dewsbury Rams. Leroya. Well, these Halifax forwards growing in stature week by week. Some really, really strong runs launching into the defence. Hugh-Frey takes on the big men. Get one for his troubles off Harry Kidd there. Oh, Halifax have numbers over the top. Walmsley in for a second. Diving in at the corner, for a first rather. Diving in at the corner. Lachlan Walmsley. Well, he wasn't going to be denied. Went down on his first attempt to score a try, and Hugh-Frey beat him to the ball, but not this time. Lachlan Walmsley. Guaze gets the ball to Joe Keys. Woodburn all over the top. There was a massive overlap on the far side. Bradley going across, couldn't get anywhere near Walmsley. Lachlan Walmsley makes it 13 for the season and makes it Halifax 20, Dewsbury 0. And certainly plenty of noise coming from the Halifax supporters in the south stand. Ed Barber warming up and down the touchline. Louis Jouffre might think about giving the ball back to Joe Keys after getting his conversion out a metre in from the touchline on the far side. Oh, he's made it as Louis Jouffre. Excellent kick. Well, 22-0. Keeps ticking over, does the scoreboard. And there's a very small, solemn band of Dewsbury Rams supporters to the bottom of the south stand who are watching possibly another disappointment for their side. That was a big hit on Quasi. Gets on, plays the ball. They keep trying to throw his weight about on Schofield since they've come on. Leroy charges in again. Posse of defenders round him, but he gets on, plays the ball. Quick service so far this evening at Halifax as Worthington looked to fall awkwardly, but he's got back to his feet, and Walmsley's off down the short side, and Walmsley into the Rams half of the field with a darting run from dummy half. Joe Keys will test Bradley, the full-back, again. This time he has a little bit of cover in front of him in the shape of Tomlinson, but well, they almost pushed the Rams back over the line when with the ball, and they're still trying to do the same. And you can see how slippy and greasy the field is. As Dewsbury having trouble coming away from their own line. Halifax able to get in the right position and push the man back with the ball. They've got to the 10-metre line, and they're running out of tackles are the Dewsbury Rams. And let's get out of here. Well, the ball is bouncing to touch the touch flag up on the other side of the field. And the ball has been given to the Rams. It's an act of desperation to get out of their own quarter of the field and back in the Halifax half. There's very little rugby being played in the blue and white half of the field in his first 40 minutes. Harold, pass over his head. Harry Kidd, who spent an injury plagued time at Halifax, trying to put the move on. Oh, good tackle. Matty G forcing the error and celebrates with Titus Quasi. Well, I suppose there was always a chance of that with the way in which Matty G and Titus Quasi hit into the tackle on the Dewsbury defender. It was a promising run that started off, but then ended with Bradley flat on his back and Woodburn all coming out of defence again with the ball. Zach McComb. Well, the Halifax backs this evening are almost effective as the forwards, the way they're running the ball out. Joe Keys almost skipping through the defence again. He threatens it time and time again. Brandon Moore to Tangata, who's slowed down to check his run a bit there and was caught by the Rams defence, not just as effective as he might have been earlier. Keys kicks over the top. Walmsley's off again. Ryder was inside him. And there's a penalty for an obstruction against Adam Ryder. Rightly so. Because that kick again causing problems. And the difficulty, of course, with somebody like Adam Ryder, he's a fairly big centre. And can't Probably can't get the speed up as quick as Walmsley can. Oh, it's okay, that might be in Blackmore that did it, but Blackmore's a speedster. But either way, they're stopping Walmsley because they know what a danger he poses on that far side. Joe Keys, Jouffre, Woodburn, all Ben Tibbs. Ben Tibbs for the line. Ben Tibbs is over. And it really is just too easy for Halifax at the moment. When they get near the line, they get the ball back. And again, Titus Guazi runs it in. And the Dewsbury defence lined up to the right-hand side of their uprights. And Halifax with the numbers again creating. Ben Tibbs, well, the sliding defence was too late in getting across. And Ben Tibbs goes in, didn't need Zach McComb. Joe Martin warming up. Along two Dewsbury Rams earlier in the season, of course, Joe Martin. I'm not sure if he actually got a game with them. Jouffre misses the target this time. 6 tries, 2 conversions. Halifax 26. Dewsbury Rams 0. Just over a minute left in the first half. And all smiles in the Halifax camp. Players, supporters and coaching staff as this first half draws to an end. Long deep kick. Jouffre gives it to Leroy. Well, they won't be pushing Leroy back. They'll get a penalty. Shoulder charge, says the referee. Well, it's not going to give Halifax of 36 seconds to go to the other end of the field. I think they'll be just happy to get the ball back, put it out of play. Into the sheds at half time. Perhaps time for two to play the ball. Maybe. Clock ticking down. Matty G will run it straight into the Dewsbury defence. Just play out the time and try and get up and play the ball. Keys, Jouffre, we're off again looking for Walmsley. Woodburn all take the tackle of 3, just short of halfway. And a good first half works for Halifax. 6 tries from Louis Jouffre. Worthington on his first appearance of the season. Zach McComb, Joe Keys, Lachlan Walmsley, Ben Tibbs, but only 2 conversions, otherwise the score would have been into the 30s, but it looks like it could be in the second half the way that Halifax are running this evening. Total control of this game. Dewsbury, well, not the sternest of opponents. Halifax will be happy to get through, probably without injuries, to get through to a full squad to face Leeds Centurions on Sunday. But at the moment, looking for number 8 and looking good at half time at the Shea. Halifax 26, Dewsbury Rams 0. Of course, Halifax coach Simon Griggs said you can't give any team too much respect. Dewsbury Rams almost beat Newcastle. They've turned Sheffield over. So they're probably not a bad team. They've just, unfortunate, they've come up against some good teams. Come up against a good one tonight in the first 40 minutes. So they'll restart with a deep kick into Halifax territory. and chased up well by 3 defenders. Titus Guaze will get the leg drive on again from the Halifax replacement. Takes him up to the 30-metre line. And that encouraging for any of your teammates to see. And Greg Worthington still making ground for Halifax. He tries to get up and play the ball quickly. Joe Martin on for Halifax at half time, just making a run there. Another penalty for Halifax. And the half starting poorly for Lee Greenwood's men. Former Halifax player, of course, and assistant coach at this year, Lee Greenwood. Well, Halifax are not going to take the opportunity of 2 points with a 28-point lead and try and push home their advantage. Of course, the expectations will be high that Halifax can match their first half performance, and Matty G almost romping through the Rams defence there. Joe Martin gets it away, Jouffre to Ed Barber, who's also been brought on at half time. Oh, long ball out wide. Work to do. Walmsley calling for the kick across the field. Well, it won't come off this one as Joe Keys drops it off to Guaze, who again gets that leg drive and a big strength into the Dewsbury defence, and Matty G charges for the line, gets over but can't get the ball down. Halifax finished the set underneath the Dewsbury Rams post. Just really where you want to be turning the ball over. Well, such power when you look at the size of Matty G stood against Harry Kidd there. You realise the difference in size and how much power G has got as he ran the ball through there and almost got it down. Took 4 men to stop him, and look at the strength of the Halifax defence as they drive the man back with the ball, and then are just a little bit too keen for the referee's liking, and Dewsbury will get a penalty which will help to relieve the pressure as they go back to halfway. B. Harrell, Harry Kidd looking to put in a big performance against Halifax. Best part of 2 years with us with the club, but spent most of it with a serious injury which kept him out for most. Oh, that's well taken by Jouffre, and if he can get away, well, he has done. And a step, just one too many. Defender there for the French halfback, Zach McComb. Gets to the 40-metre line. Titus Guaze will run it up, and he's off again, trying to get the legs going, but this time the put a stop to that, the Dewsbury defence. The tackle from Schofield as Roberts tries going through. He's getting a bit of rough treatment, but gets up and plays the ball. Joe Keys looking at options. Jouffre out to Woodburn, all pace from Hall. Oh, Ben Tibbs turns it back inside, and Halifax are over. Ed Barber, well, they didn't score last time, but they haven't waited long to go to the other end and score again. Roberts getting a little bit rattled by Sweeting, got up and played the ball. Keys all the time in the world, and Jouffre, good pass out, and Woodburn all with that injection of speed send Tibbs away. He turns it back inside. Ed Barber, another Halifax scorer, another Halifax try, and another 4 points. 32 points to nil. First try. 5 minutes into the second half, and Louis Jouffre in front of the post will make it 34. Well, they've begun the way they begun the first half, and they continue through the second half. That's the mark of a side is not giving up halfway through, or putting a cue in the rack. Halifax won't be looking to do that. The way they put the tackles in that last set of 6. Guaze charging up again, and once again, if you don't go around the legs of Titus Guaze, he's going to continue making the meters, but he's also going to knock on. Looks a bit frustrated at that, but well, it's up to him to keep possession. They had hold of the ball, he just let it go. It's give Dewsbury a sneak of a chance, perhaps. Again, Dewsbury Rams have made far too many errors of their own this evening. Halifax won't complain if they make one more. Harrell takes the ball from Tomlinson. He gets a pass away. Dewsbury back in the red zone of Halifax and offside. Well, Halifax almost inviting the Dewsbury Rams to their line. Kyle Trout, 5 metres out from the Halifax line. Just looking for something. Harrell, well, they've got strung some good passes together. Halifax managing to keep out Louis Carr on that far side. That's bringing the ball back the other way. Harry Kidd. Well, strong run, but little effect as eventually he goes down. Looked happy about the treatment he received as Harrell goes for the line, doesn't get there. Kick across the defence, cleaned up by Keys, and Joe Keys able to get back in the field of play, and really a damp squib of an end to the set for Dewsbury there. Well, that looked tight. I'm not sure if the first one was, the second one must have been. And Greg Worthington coming in for some attention. I don't think he'll be too particularly bothered about it. He's walked away from it safely. And Joe Keys has given Halifax 20 metres away from the red zone, and Greg Worthington fancied a run on his own. Keys to Laroya. Well, looked like that might have bobbled out of the hands, but he managed to keep hold of it. Gets to the 40-metre line. Martin in at acting half, and Ed Barber gets the ball away, and Tibbs is off again on that far side as they try to bundle him over the touchline, and do so this time successfully, but I think it was the speed he was moving at. There was as much an assistance to Dewsbury as their own efforts. Tibbs aiming to go down that touchline. I think it was just a matter of shepherding him over the touchline on the far side. Harrell. Knowles, there were 5 players there eventually, taking Tibbs out of players on a bit of a loser there, yeah. So Dewsbury will come back. There's a determined run, only makes 5 metres. Plenty of place to the left, but they come back to the right with Harry Kidd. Dropped off to Adam Ryder. Ryder looking to cause some damage, which he can do given the opportunity, and he's done well to take Dewsbury up to the 20-metre line. And a 0 tackle signalled by the referee. Dewsbury still have plenty in the bag. Harry Kidd gets the ball away. Biharrell, short pass. Well, building some pressure at Dewsbury. On the back of back-to-back sets, Biharrell gets knocked. Gets the ball away. Ryder. Well, look to get the ball away, but Walmsley coming in. And finishing off a 3-man tackle. And the referee has blown up for another penalty. I'm sure the Halifax fans would have been looking forward to seeing their team playing their half in the second stanza the way they did in the first half, but they haven't hardly been down there yet. But here comes Dewsbury. Oh, they will be now though. Off goes Walmsley again. Woodburn all catching him. Walmsley's going all the way to the corner. Walmsley, Bradley chasing him, but Walmsley will make it another double for Halifax. Well, boy has he got some speed, but he can also take an interception. Can Lachlan Walmsley, and he saw the long pass coming. Well, they must think that the wingers are small in Halifax. Well, Walmsley's not, and he was able to reach that one and outpace Bradley all the way along the field. And James Woodburn was there in support should he be needed. Well, the referee's having a word with Joe Keys about something. Now maybe he's saying, wow, he's fast. I'm sure he's probably not, but so Dewsbury continuing the kicking duties. While Lee Greenwood gets ready to bring on Ross Peltier and Davy Dixon. The remaining 2 replacements. Dewsbury's bringing it round. Not just enough. So Halifax will bring it back again after feeling it safely. Maybe that's a precaution that Greg Worthington's left the field. Colcott's come back on for Greg Worthington. Here he is with the ball now, and he's almost through as well. Just unlucky not to be able to get the pass away then. Oh, Matty G again. Well, it's not taking him long to find his form, Matty G. Kick. Chase. It's a tester. But Lewis Carr taking it safely. Well, Halifax would have been on the cusp of 50 now. Had they been able to get some more successful kicks, but they're looking Well, with 25 minutes to go, I've got to be looking at another 40 points. We'll become a bit free scoring of Halifax. The defence has been pretty skinny as well. Woodburn Hall gives it to Lachlan Walmsley, who's on a hat trick. And running like he wants it as well. Dragged down just inside the 40. Ed Barber almost got cleaned out when he took the ball then, but managed to avoid. And looking behind to find nobody there. Play the ball too quick on that occasion as Dixon steals it back for Dewsbury. Puts them on the attack again. Even the Halifax supporters have been silenced for the moment. Now it's to cheer about Beharrell. Gets the ball away. Ross Peltier, former Bradford and Keighley player. A big unit is Peltier, Jamaican international. Last tackle. Halifax wanting to keep the line intact. There's a crossfield kick, which is a teaser, but Halifax able to come up with it. The knock on should go against Dewsbury. It'll be a turnover. And touch on from the far side. Well, nothing much there. Just came on the field for some reason. McComb. 15 metres out from the Halifax line. Here comes Colcott charging the ball up again. Strong leg drive. Joe Keys, good ball away to Roberts, and Roberts again causing problems, attracting 4 defenders to him and staying on his feet. Oh, Joe Martin, good break, just unlucky. Well, they tried to get him towards the touchline, but Joe Martin went down. There weren't enough numbers for the Rams. Colcott takes a short drop-off ball from Joe Keys. Halifax back just within 30 metres. Last tackle over the top for Walmsley if he can get there. Well, he didn't. Bradley got there first, but didn't get too far away from the line with Barber able to move. That was a risky pass. And Halifax are straight in on it with Leroy. Adam Ryder. Well, they're trying to shift the ball across to the other side of the field, but Halifax have numbers in defence on both sides. And Dewsbury struggling to find a way to take the ball back into the Halifax half of the field. Trailing 38-0. That's a big handoff to Colcott, but Dewsbury last tackle. Referee with his hand in the air. And downtown kick again. Takes it back. McComb sends Woodburn Hall one way, then goes the other, then goes back the same way as Woodburn Hall. And Dan Murray comes on for Matty G. His effort certainly appreciated by this Halifax crowd on his first appearance of the season. Joe Keys to Woodburn Hall. Roberts, who tackled by Dixon round the legs. Roberts was going nowhere there. Roberts gets it back from Barber, and here goes Walmsley, who's hit by a retreating Dixon going back into the Dewsbury line. Last tackle already, slowing down the play of the ball, but the referee lets it continue. Joe Keys putting pressure on Bradley again, and Bradley gets cleaned out by Daniel Murray, who's just back on the field. Well, thankfully the full-backs got up. It looked a lot worse than it was that, but Murray really clattered the full-back when he had the ball then. Well, just over their 20-metre line, the Dewsbury Rams. And a strong run by Harry Kidd. Takes it over the 30. Number 17, Peltier, having a go at the Halifax defence, showing some determination on his way to halfway, but the last tackle signalled again by the referee as we get to halfway through the second half, and Matty Harrell, well, kicking fresh air there as he tried to get the ball away. Well, not his best attempt. Peltier's run was a strong one. Harrell trying to build on that, but unfortunately not very well, as Halifax take it back in to the Rams half of the field. Joe Martin moves into acting half. Murray still on his feet. They're having trouble putting him down, which should allow fairly quick play of the ball. Keys to Woodburn Hall. Let's put Barber in the gap. Oh, Barber's been denied. Well, he got men queuing up either side, but I think the touchdown just call that one forward on the return pass. It's petering out a little bit. Halifax could do with running the form back up and putting some points on. Barber was on his way to the line. Blackmore is on his way to the ground. 3 metres from the Rams 40. Dixon gets it inside. Schofield gets tackled. Harry Kidd leaves the field for the Dewsbury Rams to be replaced. And Harrell decides to put it through the hands this time and makes a better job than he did when he tried to kick it in that last set of 6. And Halifax have caused the error. And there is a rather upset Jordan Schofield there. Oh, we'll just have passed that upset onto his coach by conceding 10 metres further with answering back to the referee. And so maybe Halifax can put some more scores on the doors. 16 minutes to go. Only added 10 points, and now they're looking to add some more. Leroy stopped by 3 Rams defenders. 5 metres out. Quick play the ball. Keys looking for runners. Here comes Murray looking for a try. What a run by Murray. Good leg drive again. Some immense strength in these Halifax forwards this evening. Leroy, well, thought he had to fall over the line then, but must have been just too far away. Runners all over, but the ball deflecting off an offside player. Well, the Rams players expecting the touch judge to come on then and save their skin a little bit, I think, but that's not going to happen. Joe Keys, here comes Murray again. Not quite the drive he had on last time. They were waiting for him with the defenders. Joe Keys, here the ball goes out wide. Woodburn Hall is out to Ben Tibbs. And Ben Tibbs over for a second try. It does seem to have been a bit of a toil to get these extra points in the second half. They were going to come eventually, of course, because of Halifax's superiority in this game. And it looked like Woodburn Hall was going to score what's becoming a trademark try for him, arcing round the defence, but Ben Tibbs in support. And he goes over for a second try. That's not a bad return. That's 6 in 6 games for Ben Tibbs. Still away, of course, behind Lachlan Walmsley, who's now on 14. Louis Dewsbury misses another one. I seem to give that a bigger effort and say go over, but it didn't. So 42-0. 13 minutes to go. And that one going for the short kick-off, and Halifax come up with it. Well, that saved them bringing it back 30 or so metres. McComb. Peltier finally puts an end to the run. Brandon Moore back on for Kevin Leroy. Woodburn Hall prowling about at the back of the attacking line. That looked dangerous. The referee allows it to play on. Joe Keys to Roberts. Roberts, great ball to Woodburn Hall. He might go on his own way, doesn't need to. He's got it back inside. Joe Keys will get a double, and Halifax making it look easy again. Well, 6 tries in the first half. This could be on the way to 6 in the second. That's the 4th. That's Joe Keys' second. And Lachlan Walmsley's taking over kicking duties. Well, 10 tries, 3 conversions. I suppose tells its own story of what the score would have been if Halifax had a kickers who were not having an off day. So Lachlan Walmsley will nudge Halifax nearer the 50. And success for Walmsley. Not only with the hand, but with the boot. As he moves Halifax on to 48 points to 0. Well, normally bet on Halifax and Dewsbury games for a little bit of excitement, but not on this occasion. Titus Quasi a little bit excited. I'll give him a penalty for offside. Well, the last thing Halifax want to do is let Dewsbury in. There's 10 minutes to go. Harrell gets the pass away. And the runners are there. Hobson Stevens, 19. Is Jake Sweeting. Stand off trying to create, but going down straight away. Then running in the big boppers at Dewsbury, trying to just get some power up over that Halifax line. But to be fair, Halifax should be pretty fresh and ready to defend. They've not been too taxing that department so far this evening. Well, Reece Butterworth with a run from dummy half, which Halifax take him into the in-goal area. So come back for the 10-metre line. It's the last tackle. Has it given him enough room? Harrell, well, it wasn't the best of passes. Halifax defence moves across. And another leg dragged up in the air ends a Dewsbury set of 6. They're a metre away from the Halifax line. They were almost in the Halifax line then were Dewsbury. Drop out under the post. Dewsbury, have they still got enough determination to get over the line? Have they got enough composure to play out 6 tackles with the ball? Well, we'll see. Oh, it might. On to Tomlinson. Tomlinson runs it back. Tomlinson tackle by Keys, gets up on the 20-metre line, plays the ball, it moves across to Jordan Schofield. Harrell. Oh, that's good spotting by Halifax in defence. Stifling Dewsbury's progress towards the line. Kick over the top, which Colcott feels from the top of his head before it touches the floor, so a wasted kick, probably not the best opportunity, but just desperation setting in as Dewsbury try to pick something out of the last 7.5 minutes of this game. McComb making the defence work, as Halifax have done all night. Joe Martin. And the players that have come in tonight for Halifax have just slotted in. And everything's kept running for Halifax. Here comes Walmsley again. Pressure on the fullback. He's not going to go that far because Brandon Moore drags him down by the shorts, and Dewsbury back in their own red zone and still have players coming back. So there's absolutely nowhere for the man with the ball to go. There's no support. Well, they try and put the shoulder in and dig themselves out of their own red zone, but there's just no way through the Halifax defence for this Dewsbury Rams side. Harrell doing whatever he can to get near the ball for the offload, but it just wasn't coming. And Harrell, downtown kick again. I'm not sure he was expecting a 40-20 from that distance, but Walmsley runs it back into Tomlinson and Sweeting. Well, the referee is pointing at the Dewsbury players, but not actually penalising them. Oh, that's dangerous, but they've managed to put him back down again. And Matty G falling over a Rams defender there. Wants to get up and play the ball quickly. Brandon Moore, Jouffre out to Ed Barber, taking on Harrell, managing to hold him off, but can't hold the rest of them off. Still managed to get the pass away though to McComb, and McComb gets it to Jouffre, and Jouffre goes through the Rams defence. Halifax lead moves on to 52. Louis Jouffre makes it a double. Well, he just whisked through the middle, got the ball, nobody put a hand on him. And another Warmley conversion will make it 54 points with 11 tries. Sadly only 5 conversions, but still a very healthy scoreline. A very dominant performance, complete performance, and Halifax have almost doubled their first half score. So they've shown they might have taken a while, but they've shown a ruthless edge of Halifax this evening in continuing to punish the opposition, pushing up a big score in the process. Only performances get better and more complete. And it's going to be interesting when they play the Leeds Centurions on Sunday after their play on Thursday night. They're a full-time side, of course. Halifax have the benefit of a couple of days extra rest. But to be honest, probably they haven't been tested as much as they thought they might have done this evening, which may have helped the cause a bit. A couple of players being looked at as they've come off. I think Ollie Roberts has had a bit of a knock. Kevin Leroy was being looked at, but well, he said the ball's gone backwards, so would Bernal an opportunity to take an advantage if he gets it. Matty G. Well, first appearance this season in a blue and white shirt for Matty G. He's got the man of the match, and Jules Frey is, well, he's not going to get a hat-trick. He's going to give it to Dan Murray, who's absolutely elated. Another try for Dan Murray. Well, I'm sure that Jules Frey could have gone on his own then, but Brandon Moore did all the work, busting through a really tired defence. And Jules Frey, well, give it Dan Murray. That one will be 80 metres by the end of tonight, I suppose. So a chance, 2 minutes left on the clock. Well, a better return on the kicking in the second half than there was in the first has helped bolster Halifax's scoreline up to what should be a healthy 60 points to nil, and nobody probably could have forecast this one. They were expected a win and maybe got to the point of expecting Halifax to score 40 again, but without conceding and surpassing the 40 with ease and going on to 60 points to nil. Well, to be fair, the small number of Dewsbury fans are still there, watching till the bitter end. And it is a bitter end for Dewsbury again. Probably the biggest defeat of the season. Another short kick. Ed Barber underneath it. Jules Frey to Colcott. 1 minute left. Can Halifax rub a little bit more salt into the wounds? Brandon Moore fancies a chance again. He knows well, if the defence aren't tired and lazy, they certainly be downhearted after this performance. and Halifax have been in irresistible form. Joe Keys trying to cut away through. Jouffre across the defence. He's off again, is Louis Jouffre. Gets the pass away, and Daniel Murray is going to get another double. Well, it'll take a week to get the smile off his face. After tonight, another 2 tries for Dan Murray. Touch a look about it, it came off a Ram's hand. Walmsley still to kick. Well, that's a sign of the confidence and optimism oozing through this Halifax side. 8 wins, 8 straight wins, 8 big wins, and a massive challenge coming up on Sunday at the Lee Sports Village. That's going to be a much bigger challenge than this, or probably the last 7 games that Halifax have won previous to this. But Halifax will go into it with the confidence of being able to take on, and knowing that for most of the match here early in the season, they match Lee. Can they do it for 80 minutes on Sunday? We'll find out, but the Shea tonight, a big win for Halifax. Dewsbury left scoreless. Halifax in absolutely blistering style. 66 unanswered points, 13 tries, 7 goals, and that the only thing that took the shine off the game in the end was Halifax's inability to kick the 6 goals that they missed. But at 66 points to nil, I don't think anybody will really care. The eyes are now on to Sunday and Lee Centurions. Halifax another 2 points, level in 3rd place with York. Another big win. They'll be looking for another big one on Sunday if they can get it.